That's the one Thespis wanted me to bring for the audience. It doesn't smell great, but it should be reasonable. I found your wine.
Wonderful! Our guests will be in a fantastic mood before the play even starts.
I sampled the wine. It's not vinegar, at least. Maybe I can offer some discounted tickets in the poorer parts of town.
So, when will I be able to see this play?
Well, there is a little complication with the cast. Finding them, I mean.
You've lost your actors?
None of them showed up at the last rehearsal. And the time before that, they seemed terribly discouraged. Someone might have been too harsh with them.
No one will get paid if they don't come back.
Exactly. There's 3 of them in all. They're playing Ephialtes, Xerxes, and Viennikis. I can give you an idea of where they might be.
So, who's playing Leonidas?
I am, of course. I trust no one but myself to carry the starring role.
So Xerxes, king of the Persians, is in your play?
Yes, and I found a tremendous actor to play him. He plays marvelous villains. He did mention that the Despontian ruins were inspiring him.
Viennikis. That was Leonidas' favorite lieutenant.
Yes, and played by a charming young fellow. A bit of a nervous type, though. I was surprised when he told me he was going gambling in the Great Square here in Elise.
So the traitor, Ephialtes, is missing. What a surprise.
Usually, my good friend Tros is dedicated to his craft. But the last time we spoke, he seemed touched by a certain religious fervor. He said he would pray at the spring of Piera.
I hope the actors turn up.
When you find our actors, send them back to me. And do your best to encourage them. Our performance will be terrible if the actors' hearts aren't in it.
And that means no one will pay us. Got it. So that's why the actor didn't come back. I have to help him. I don't want to be spotted here. Don't thank them yet. Let's get out of here.
Thank you. I don't think I could have survived much longer.
Why were those Malakas keeping you prisoner?
They were raving, convinced I'm the villains at play. They wanted me to lead them into a dark ceremony and tortured me to recite their spells. Nothing was enough.
You're safe now.
I am, but the witch has plans to harm the citizens of Elise. She says they wronged her, so she poisoned the shipment of supplies for the city.
I'll have to destroy those supplies before they get there.
But now that she knows you're here, she'll leave her hiding place and flee into the wilderness. No one will be safe if she escapes.
I can't let the witch escape. Who knows what she'll do next? That witch is dead. Thanks, Zeus. That horrible witch won't hurt anyone ever again.
Oh, thank you. That delusional hag turned her followers against me. But now that she's dead, I should be fine. Right?
You'll be fine. You should go on and play your part knowing Xerxes is safe.
You're right. Xerxes was sure of himself. A god amongst men. I should be as confident as him.
I'm glad you see it that way. You should get back to Thespis.
I will. And thank you. Xerxes will rule at last.
Happy to have helped, Your Majesty. Pretty. I suppose this could be a good place to pray.
Hello. Have you come to learn about the mysteries of Hedony?
Sure, I'd like to know. Let's start with, what's Hedony?
Hedony is the goddess of bliss, and since we all seek bliss, we are all Hedony.
I'm not seeking bliss. I'm seeking an actor.
We have no actors here, only teachers and students.
Look, his name is Tros. He's an actor working for Thespis.
I recall hearing that an actor joined us, but now his name is Hedony, like mine. Everyone here is Hedony.
Just give me a straight answer. I need to find that actor.
I'm sorry. I'm the only one permitted to speak with outsiders. But if you pass our initiation, others will speak with you too.
Fine. Initiate me. Hedony, what do I have to do?
Wonderful. You must complete 2 tasks to demonstrate your devotion. First, climb to the top of the waterfall of eternal joy and dive into froth of fantasy.
Right. And then what?
Then, explore the cave of deepest self-knowledge and return with the treasure you'll find inside.
Waterfall dive, cave treasure. Got it. This is the waterfall. Now to pick a good spot and jump. That cave must be around here somewhere. That must be the cave with the treasure inside. That's what I'm looking for. I jumped from the waterfall and found the treasure. Now will you initiate me?
You have initiated yourself. Welcome to the mysteries of Hedony. Hedony, go talk with your brothers and sisters. They'll be happy to meet you.
I'll go speak with them now. So, do you know who Tros is?
Sorry, Hedony.
Are you Tros? I'm looking for an actor named Tros.
What? I had nearly reached the third level of Hedony's godly bliss when you interrupted me. Now I have to start all over again.
You get on with that. It's probably best you stay away from acting. I'll have to talk to everyone then. Chiere, are you Tros, the actor?
No, I'm not him.
Good. Otherwise, Thespis is terrible at choosing actors. Hello. Are you Tros, the actor?
You must be new. There are no actors here. Our only role is to be Hedony, to inhabit her grace and tranquility.
You sound like you know something about the theater.
I wouldn't say I know much about it. I might have studied a little Aristophanes, a little Euripides. Medea was robbed, you know.
I'm going to speak with some more hedonists.
That's a good name.
Hello. I'm looking for the actor, Tros. Is that you?
Oh, an actor. I'd love to be an actor. But my friends told me I need to practice my stage presence first.
That's wise advice. Good luck with that. Hello. I'm looking for Tros, the actor.
Well, none of us use our old names here, but acting, I know about that. Make the audience laugh when they want to laugh, and cry when they want to cry.
And how would you make an audience laugh?
Well, I'd probably slip and fall on a piece of goat's bladder. Works every time.
I see. And to make them cry?
I tell them about how much I miss my poor dead goat. And if that didn't work, I'd cut an onion at the same time. Old theater trick, you know.
Thanks for your time. I'll speak with the rest of the hedonists.
We should use that name. We might get more people joining with a snappy name like that.
You again, Hedony. What do you want to talk about?
I'm going to speak with some more hedonists.
That's a good name. You again, Hedony. What do you want to talk about?
If you aren't the actor Tros, you're certainly good enough to be him. Come act in Thespis' play.
I'd like to help you, Hedony, but I need to stay here, work on my enlightenment. All right?
Enlightenment is hard. The gods don't make things easy for us. If you truly want to follow their path, you have to challenge yourself. If you stay here and rot, you'll be a failure.
That's harsh, but you're right. If I don't go out in the world, is my faith in Hedony really true? Only one way to find out, and that's on the stage.
Good. Now go report to Thespis at Pelops Market in Elise. And get on with your rehearsals, Hedony. I mean, Ephialtes. There's some troublemakers here. I should make sure that actor's safe.
This is terrible. I'm really going to need a Leonidas to get out of this mess.
Are you playing Dianikis for Thespis?
I was, but now I can't. I lost all I had gambling with the commander. Now he says I'm his slave until I pay off the debt. I'll be working for him for years.
All right. Let's settle this debt.
Oh, thank you. The commander is right over there.
You want to play another game? So glad you brought company.
No, well...
I need my friend back. He's due to act in a play. I think it's time you let him leave.
What's the play?
Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. This man plays Dianikis. Leonidas is lieutenant.
Ah, a good military play. We need more of those on the stage. Of course, it would be best if they cast real soldiers instead of namby-pamby actors.
I'm not! Oh, never mind.
So here is how it is, Mistios. This Malakas owes me a debt that he's paying off with service. Do you intend to take his place?
Let's make a deal. My services as a Mistios against his debt.
Works for me. My soldiers used to be stationed at the stable of Evias. We've relocated since then, but left behind a good luck charm by mistake. Bring it back, and we'll call this even.
Is that all? I'll be back before you know it. I should return this to the commander. I found that good luck charm you mentioned. And the wolves you didn't.
Which I'm sure were no problem for a Misthios like you. Now, give me back my sword.
You never said this was a sword.
The best kind of luck is a fine blade. Hand it over.
Here you go. I take it we're even.
Yes. This will cover his debt. Now both of you get out of my sight.
We should leave. Follow me.
Do you think that commander will really leave me alone?
Maybe he won't. But if you're playing the Anikis, you must be ready to defend yourself. A Spartan doesn't cower at home just because he has enemies.
But I'm only a Spartan in a play.
Do you want to convince your audience or not? The Anikis had to live with the fear of being killed every day. Why should it be different for you?
I see. Knowing that commander could show up at my home any day with 12 men and set spears at my throat, that fear will inform my character. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now get back to Thespis for rehearsals.
Nyx now holds sway.
Alexios, my muse, my helper, the one who saves my posterior. I require your assistance one last time.
You've got all your actors, Thespis. Your audience is sated. So, what's the problem now?
Leonidas himself is the problem. Picture it. I was rehearsing a monologue, brandishing my shield, encouraging my soldiers. Come back with your shield! Or under it!
I believe that's with your shield or on it.
No, I'm sure it's under it. But just as I gestured with my shield, I slammed it into my toe. And now I can barely stand, let alone act.
It's a shame you have to cancel the play after so much work, Thespis.
We are not canceling the play. We'd have to give back people's drachmae.
The show must go on. My Leonidas is right in front of me.
What? Me? I'm no actor.
And I'm no general, but on stage I am. Think of it. You could bring the great man's memory back to life. He could live again through you.
It's my destiny. I'll play Leonidas.
Excellent. So, let's do a quick run-through of your lines. You already heard the first part. Come back with your shield, or under it.
On it.
The next part is directed at Xerxes. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods in wine!
I'm pretty sure Leonidas said, drench the gods with their blood.
I know what I wrote. Finally, when you confront the traitor, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Tomorrow is a day the world will remember. Leonidas battled for all of Hellas and its freedom, not just Sparta.
I'm sure you'll get it right. If you like, go rehearse with the rest of the cast. But if you feel ready, to the stage with you.
I'll go rehearse with my fellow actors first.
So good to see you. I'm sure you'll make a great Leonidas, seeing as you took care of that commander so thoroughly.
It was nothing.
So in our scene, I'll ask you to advise the troops. Then you answer, come back with your shield or under it.
I'm sure every Spartan general says on it.
That's what Thespis wrote.
All right. Good to see you back, Hédoniste. I've taken your words to heart. I will spread the good word of Hédoniste to these glorious people.
Good to hear it.
So, I'm Ephialtes the traitor. I'll say, I'm so clever for betraying you and the Spartans. Then you say, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Why would Thespis write that? Leonidas was a king himself. He wanted the whole world to remember what he did.
It's a work of art. Don't take the details too seriously.
You're back. Good. Your word stuck with me, Misthios. The public will fear and admire my Xerxes.
I'm glad I could inspire you.
As King Xerxes, I'll insult you and the Spartans, the usual. So you reply, the Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we all drench the gods with wine.
I know Thespis loves his wine, but Leonidas said he'd drench the gods with blood.
He's the director. I'm sure you can make his lines work.
To rehearse more? Or are you ready to be Leonidas?
I'm ready. Let's start the play.
Welcome to our play, the heroic tale of King Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. Behold, your Leonidas.
Thank you for being here. Remember that Leonidas was not only a king of Sparta, but the savior of all Greeks.
I am the Anikis, lieutenant of the great Leonidas. I will serve him until Hades himself comes to claim him. My commander, my king, we are outnumbered and outmaneuvered. What can I do to help?
What does the Spartan general have to say to his right-hand man?
Come back with your shield, or on it!
I am Xerxes, king of the Persians. Your puny god means nothing to me. Kneel before my immortal self. You Spartan cur! I will grind you and your people under my sandal.
How will Leonidas reply to his mortal enemy, Xerxes?
The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with their blood!
I'm Ephialtes, exile and traitor. I'll bring doom to the Spartan army by revealing a secret goat path to the Persians. The Spartans won't stand a chance. I have defeated your plans, Leonidas. What will you do now, fool?
The traitor dares talk back to his king! What will Leonidas say to that?
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the world will remember.
Great job, my friend. Enjoy the crowd's reaction, because I don't think Thespis will be happy you went off script.
I think I can take care of him.
I can't believe it. You ruined my perfect script.
Didn't you hear the crowd? They wanted to hear the real story of Leonidas. I should know. He was my grandfather.
You never stop performing. I love that. You almost had me convinced, you joker. Here, you're part of the tape.
Thanks. Maybe I'm more of an actor than I thought. By Zeus! What's with the size of the boars in this country? Of it. That's no ordinary wolf.
Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you again.
The pelt of the Lycaon wolf.
A wolf is not only a vicious predator, but a cunning adversary. Many have fallen before it.
If I fall for something, it won't be a beast, but someone here on Chios.
Don't talk of falling here. Rather think of ascending to new heights.
This boar was far harder to kill than the Caledonian one. But I've yet to meet a pig that can't be skewered.
The gods chose well when they sent you to me.
I follow where the gods lead. and they led me to you.
They have a sense of humor.
How so?
We will talk of the gods and their wishes once the hunt is done.
I'll return when I have more pelts. Let's move!
So now they have people watch us get punished. That's a different kind of shame.
I'm not here to watch. I just saw you by chance.
What you saw was a man who paid his master for freedom, but is being kept a slave.
You can do that.
My master gave me a price for my freedom, and I saved until I had enough. Now that I've given him the drachmi, he pretends as if the deal never existed.
That isn't right. Let me talk to him for you.
Really? You do that? My name is Phaedon. I don't know who you are, but surely you were sent by the gods. They must have heard my prayers.
They did, and you deserve their help.
I can sense something in you. You're special.
I like to think so.
Gods or not, I'm grateful. My master should be near the silver mine. He's likely overseeing other slaves like myself.
Have you always been a slave?
Since my youth. I was in the wrong place and born to the wrong family. I've been sold more than once.
And you just now got enough to buy your freedom.
More like I found a master who was willing to give me that sort of deal. I should have known he'd lie. It was my only hope, and now it's gone.
Do you often get whipped like that?
More than you know.
What did you do?
I don't always know. Not working fast enough, looking at someone wrong, asking for water. Sometimes they do it just for fun. I'm not sure how much more I can take.
I'll talk to your master and make sure he listens.
He's not really the listening type.
He will be with me.
You look strong. I could always use more people to keep the slaves in line if you're looking for work.
I'm already working. I'm here about one of your slaves, Phaedon.
As if I know their names. You're wasting my time.
I shouldn't even need to be here. You're the one wasting my time.
Ha! Nobody has spoken to me like that in quite a while. Spit it out while you're still entertaining.
Phaedon paid you for his freedom. Give it to him.
Doesn't sound familiar, but I'm feeling generous. Do something for me, and I'll give this Phaedon his freedom.
What is it?
There's a woman I'd like you to kill. It'll leave her family to fend for themselves, but the cult of Cosmos needs it done.
You're a member of the cult? If that's true, then you know who I am.
You're smarter than they make you out to be, Eagle Bearer.
Tell me why I shouldn't just kill you now.
You could. Of course, if I'm killed, the slave stays that way. And I'm the only one who knows where his papers are.
Why does this woman need to die?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you needed to know that. Wait, you don't.
Phaedon said you already broke your promise once. This better not be another of those times.
Look around. I have plenty of slaves. In exchange for the woman's death, I can let one go.
Most people prefer to keep their cult status a secret.
You can't do a thing about it if you want to help whatever his name is. Also, it adds a bit more fun to the situation, don't you think?
I'll be on my way.
Kill the woman or not, it's your choice. But if you want your slave friend to go free, it's the only way. One person's freedom is another's demise.
Alexios! What chance that we should meet here?
It doesn't really feel like chance.
Ah, so you wish for today's topic to be about fate?
No, not really.
Good, because I had another in mind.
Attica is large, yet fate keeps bringing us together.
Ah, you're trying to bring us back to fate once again. I won't let you avoid answering my questions, though.
So how much did you overhear?
Oh, all of it. You have a difficult choice to make, clearly. How much is the freedom of one person worth? Do you believe one life is worth more than another?
People aren't equal, even if we wish it were true.
So, you would say, for example, that your life is worth more than another's. Then, would you also say that there are some who are more worthy of life than yourself?
I'm not that naive. There are many who likely deserve life more than me.
So, you would admit that a life's worthiness is dependent on a person's actions and what they have done or can do for the world?
I think I've said enough.
Ah, you're right. I know you are busy and your mind is weary.
That does sound like me.
Go now. It's been an honor having these conversations with you.
You too, Socrates.
What is it?
I'm not going to kill someone so you'll free Phedon when he should have been already.
Fine. I'll find someone else to kill her, and Phedon will remain my slave. I'll be sure he receives a grand reward for wasting so much of my time.